It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to trap. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. 4 braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm classy, but I ain't stupid either. Never show up to that's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal, it's all in my demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they didn't believe her. That's why I don't let opinions affect me. I do what I want to do. If they do or they don't accept me, they expect me to give up. I almost did. Things went from moving faster, slow motion. I was losing focus, stuck on that. It was in this hopeless world we live in. What you give is what you given. Gotta make wise decisions. Gotta stay tunnel vision. Gotta avoid collision. Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching. Gotta pay moms a visit. It's been a while. I've been working. She keep telling me she miss her child. I find myself passing the house. Then
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there right off the bat. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Go. Play.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you started on offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first did exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Hey, Tuesday.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
There we go. 11. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, let's go. Gun. Let's go.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
54, south. Hey, right out. Gun. Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Hey, 20. Tiger.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Play. Go. Hey, 20. Go.
They snap it to Tannehill. It's complete to Grant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jack Crawford busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here you go, Tiger. Hey, 20. Play. Yo, triple left.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jack Crawford in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long.
Play. Go. Hey, 20.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Hey, let's go. There we go. 11.
On second down, Ryan. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Robert Quinn. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hey, wait. 21.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
20.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Throwing again. Ryan. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Coleman. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 41 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
And out come the Dolphins now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hip. Go. 50-50. Hip.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw on second down. Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, Freeman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
39.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Hey, let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Left. Hey, Tuesday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Play.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Hey, 20.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Throwing again is Tannehill. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's go, hustle, fellas.
Balaj. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Back now in Miami. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Play. Go. Deep.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And throw right side complete to Parker. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be second down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. 21. Hey, express. Left. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Get up. Hey, got it.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run. Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And that'll set him back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Zero. Go.
They'll start with a give here to Balazs. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Go. Hey, 20.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw in overtime for Tannehill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey. Tiger. Ready, hunt. Go.
On 1st down, Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Go. Hey, 20.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
20.
They snap it to Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And here now come the Falcons. Their defense did its job. Got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done. Now part 2. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
11.
Now what can Ryan do here in overtime? He goes underneath to Freeman. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's got Sanu. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta 1st down. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go. 21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. The Falcons on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 5. Colvin now. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy.
These dirty vans, clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.